onward. So the Mass at dawn, so on Christmas Day morning. The Gospel actually continues where what we were just reflecting on stopped. So the Mass at night, it's Luke chapter 2, verses 1 to 14. The Mass in the morning at dawn is Luke chapter 2, verses 15 to 20. When the angels went away from them to heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "What in the world just happened? Oh, let us go then to Bethlehem to see this thing that has taken place, which the Lord has made known to us." So here are these people who were considered pretty much on the outs, mainly because they dealt with blood on an ongoing basis as they helped animals birth. They oftentimes were not able to participate in worship, so they were definitely considered less than honorable folks. And here they heard the message. Certainly, again, an indication that all the people Jesus associated with, I can't say that when Jesus associated with those who had been pushed to the margins or beyond, that they typically responded to that goodness of God that Jesus revealed. So they went in haste. Oh, whom else went in haste? Mary to visit Elizabeth. And as I think I mentioned some time ago, Luke uses that word haste. Mark used immediately. So communicating to us that this is not stuff to fool around with, that here it's made clear to us. So, we don't necessarily have to take 2 years to try to figure out, I think there was a message there. So these shepherds of all people, they listened and went in haste and found Mary and Joseph and the infant lying in the manger. When they saw this, they made known the message that had been told them about this child. So talk about conversion, transformation. Here are these people who were considered, they may have had certain value because they provided the lambs for sacrifice, but other than that, so they made known the message that had been told them about this child. And all who heard it were amazed by what had been told them by the shepherds. So, as I think I mentioned another time, Luke is a non-Jew writing to non-Jews. And here he addresses, includes shepherds, Jewish people, visiting Jesus first. Matthew, writing to Jewish converts to the Jesus way, includes Gentiles visiting Jesus in the three magi. So it's interesting how these gospel writers incorporate so many features in so few words. So Mary, of course, said, "How wonderful that shepherds would come!" And Mary kept all these things, reflecting on them in her heart. And of course, that for me is one of the most important pieces of this particular gospel passage, that we continue to be alert and keep in mind all of our various experiences and reflect on them to see how it is that God's goodness, God's sacred presence prevails in our lives. And it's something, an art form, that we really need to develop among all people of all ages, because without the ability to keep things in our hearts and reflect on them and just again be in awe. Oh, wow. Where did those words come from? How was I able to be patient with this person who almost all other occasions I snapped at him? So then the shepherds returned, smoking cigarettes. Glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, just as it had been told to them. So again, their senses. They heard it, they saw it, and it doesn't state it, but I think that they too probably did a lot of reflecting on what they experienced. That how is it that this child was born into poverty? Oh, well, we're not rich either. So might the message be that he did in fact come to soothe and help people feel the goodness of God despite any and all limitations of any and all kinds. My.